Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. We're going to shoot some more 32 gauge slugs today using the H&R. Basically it's an ultra slug, but in 32 gauge. The barrel is rifled. It's a tranquilizer gun, but it has a fully functional 32 gauge chamber. And again, it is rifled. We have a Bushnell scope on it, 3x9x40. We're at 42 yards. Here's what the shells look like. These are actually Sabots. We have a brand new Sabot hull, 25 grains of little gun, the SG32 wad base, a Traditions TPF Hunter jacketed hollow point 50 cal Sabot, which weighs 240 grains, and the bullet that you see here is 43 caliber. Basically a 44 Magnum bullet. We will be running these over the chrono to see the velocity. I expect these to be somewhere around 1500 FPS. And they're roll crimped with the Ballistic Products roll crimp tool. Can anybody guess these two calibers? First person to get them both right, I'll pin your comment.
Alrighty guys, let's see what Kate do here. Well, that one went low right.
I forgot to flip the chrono on.
Oops. Can we turn it on?
Yeah.
We got one low right so far.
We're filming this on Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Well, today's Thanksgiving. I don't know when y'all watch it.
Right.
About an inch away from our other one.
1506, I guessed right on the velocity.
Still low right.
There's not much load data out there for 32 gauge. You got to kind of experiment a little bit. And that's what we're doing.
Oh, that one's high left.
Weird. 1463.
Maybe they like a little slower.
Maybe. Or these may just not be any accurate. We don't know. That's why we're testing it.
I've got a vertical string.
Nice. 1506 again.
All the hulls look good.
We're good.
Yeah, all the hulls look good. Primers sure look good. They all ejected the best they can out of that gun.
Yeah, that gun sometimes has ejection problems. I fired 4 off camera and they look good too.
That was 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I don't know rightly what happened there. They're all flying dead true though.
Yeah, they're flying true. There's one outside the group, but we've seen better accuracy out of this gun. We've seen far, far worse though.
Yeah.
I tried to sight it in off camera and I may have sighted it in a little bit low and right, but that's okay. Let's see what I can do with it. All right, guys, let's see what I can do with this thing. Maybe 3 inches low of point of aim. 15, 15. The speed's great. Yeah, that one went 3 inches high maybe and a little bit right. That one is about ½ inch away from my first shot. And this gun does just have an extractor, not an ejector. 1531. And that one went 2 inches high of that group of 2 I have. 1569. Well, We have 3 left. Let's walk down there and see the group, and then we'll try to hit that steel plate way out there at 100 yards. Well, guys, my first shot is this one down low. Second one, way up here, high right, or left. Yeah, right, my bad. Specifically, it is 3 inches high and 5 inches right. And then here's my fourth shot. It's 3 inches high of these 2 right here. These 3 are not terrible, but overall, that's just not a very good group. We're going to try these with black powder in a future video, or at least some form of Sabot.
Y'all see that little tiny plate way out there? That's the one we're going to try to hit next. From down there. Well, let's see what we can do.
Guys, we did manage to recover some of the Sabots, and they held up just fine.
Did you say they was going low, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So hold high rail.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll shoot one anyways. See how close it is, and if it's close, I might shoot another.
I'll watch for it the best I can.
Are you ready?
Yep. That went high right.
Seems like I can hold dead on then.
Maybe.
How far right was it?
In between it and the smiley face.
Alright.
Let me adjust the camera. There you go.
Are you ready?
Yep. That one went just a fuzz left.
Just a fuzz left?
Yep.
Right, perfect on the up and down?
Yep.
Alright, I was holding off just a foot. They're dead on at 100 then.
They are.
Evidently, because I was holding centered up and down on the plate, but off to the left side.
Okay. I'll try one.
Alright, is it still rolling?
Yep, it's still rolling.
Well, there you go. Sit down there and see what you get there.
I don't think the target's in frame anymore, but...
It's still in frame.
Okay.
Right tip of my finger. Somewhere in there.
Alright.
Whenever you're ready.
Alright, guys, let's see if I can hit it. I'll hold dead on. I didn't see it impact.
I didn't either.
And I forgot my earplugs. This little thing is kind of loud for what it is. Anyway, we didn't have any great success with accuracy today, but you know what, guys? That's fine. This was just an experiment. We wanted to see for ourselves if they were any accurate for deer hunting, and the answer to that was not really, but we know a really good solid blow for this thing already. This was a 240 grain bullet, and the highest velocity we got today was 1,569 feet per second, giving us a total of 1,312 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Now, that is certainly no slouch for a 32 gauge, but we have seen a lot higher than that using a 325 grain bullet moving a little bit faster. Now, if I remember right, we got just over 1,800 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, which was about on par with 454 Casull, again, if I remember right. If I'm wrong, correct me. But 1,312 out of a 240 grain bullet, I feel like that's pretty decent. Well, guys, we didn't have really any good luck with accuracy in this video. Actually, all the Sabots that we have fired through that gun have not really seemed to do that well. The previous one to this video, it fared okay, but definitely not as good as we know it can be. Again, that gun is basically a mini ultra slug. It should be really accurate with Sabots, but the issue with the gun is it's not true 50 caliber bore, it's actually slightly over 50 cal. We got our best accuracy, again, with this gun using a Lee 325 grain real bullet, and the top gas check on it measures .517, and those actually fit the holes like they're made for it. 32 gauge cylinder bore, or bore diameter I should say, is .526 on a smooth bore. This gun is a little bit smaller than that. It seems it's about 51 caliber instead of 50. Now, that being said, I did test fit one of these in the bore of the gun before we shot them, and it fit really tight. You had to really hit it hard to get it to actually bite into the rifling and go down the bore. It was tight enough to where I had to knock it out with a cleaning rod. The sabots we recovered all looked great. The petals were still intact. They weren't deformed or ripped up or blown through or anything like that. They worked as they should. The bullets we were using, if you guys missed it, were these Traditions TPF Hunters jacketed hollow point. And again, they were 240 grains. The bullet itself was 43 caliber, so a 44 Magnum bullet at heart, and 50 cal Sabot. This is what the Sabot looks like. Think of it like a shot cup from a wad. It's essentially the same thing, but a lot more sturdy. And what you do with them is you just put a bullet right in it. These are hollow point. They look cool. You just slide it right into the Sabot, if you guys have never seen these. And there you go. It's intended for use in a muzzle loader, but you can put them in smokeless powder guns too. I do have some Sabots on the way from Ballistic Products. Now, the ones I ordered are for 45 caliber bullets, a 450 to 452, and I ordered some for 44 cal bullets too, not truly 44. 427 to 430. I actually have a mold for 427 diameter bullets, so that'll work great in those. This is basically, again, at heart, a 44 Magnum bullet. Maybe a little bit on the small side for 44 Magnum, but that's the size that I determined worked best in a 32 gauge wad. Like for a smooth bore, yep, these fit it like a glove. I don't currently have any 45 caliber bullets or a mold for any 45 cal, so that's an issue we'll have to cross whenever we get to it. But guys, I'm excited to do a whole lot more with that gun. We actually really like that gun. I know we don't shoot it a lot, but we want to. We just need to come up with a lot better load for it. We know one that's super accurate. Again, that's that Lee 325 grain real bullet. These guns are actually pretty common. They show up from time to time on gun auction sites, on the internet obviously. Yeah, they come up for sale quite often. They're not very expensive, and well, you gotta load for them yourself. No one, manufacturer-wise, loads 32 gauge slugs. You have to load them yourself, but the gun is a hand loader's dream in my opinion. And it's a cheap but weird way to get into 32 gauge. 32 gauge is weird in itself. But anyway, guys, I think that'll do it for us. Please like and subscribe. We always appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you. And if you want to, go check out our Patreon. It's as low as $1 a month, and you guys get early access to content. A link to that, as well as a link to our Instagram and Rumble accounts, will be in the description below. But other than that, you guys take it easy, and we'll see you in the next one.